Hi everyone. So I wanted to check in for those of you who are following along in my book club. It's very informal so far, just me, but we're going through some really great material. This next book is different than the last book. The last book was short essays. This one is one author in a very continuous way. And let me tell you, it is the hardest book out of the two books. So it's harder than the first book, which means the selection is good. That means I'm challenging myself. But yeah, this was published in the 1930s. It's very interesting and kind of refreshing to not have the milieu of text to be about smartphones and the internet. But I don't even know if I use milieu correctly. But dang though, let me just read to you a paragraph, and then you can tell me what you're thinking it might mean. It is a commonplace that we cannot direct, save accidentally, the growth and flowering of plants, however lovely and enjoyed, without understanding their causal conditions. It should be just a commonplace that aesthetic understanding, as distinct from sheer personal enjoyment, must start with the soil, air, and light out of which things aesthetically admirable arise. And these conditions are the conditions and factors that make an ordinary experience complete. The more we recognize this fact, the more we shall find ourselves faced with a problem rather than a final solution. If artistic and aesthetic quality is implicit in every normal experience, how shall we explain how and why it so generally fails to become explicit? Why is it to multitudes art seems to be an importation into experience from a foreign country, and the aesthetic to be a synonym for something artificial? Alright, so anyways, for somebody like me who spends a lot of time reading the internet, these paragraphs are really intense because I think I understand what they're saying, and then I go back and I've skipped paragraphs. My brain just doesn't want to look at that many multi-syllabic words in one sentence. So, I've begun the new project where it's like, this might take a long while, maybe even longer than a month, but let me show you what's going on. Okay, see this? I numbered the paragraphs of the first chapter, and I'm going paragraph by paragraph to explain to myself what is the author John Dewey saying. Okay, and so I would like to read off some summaries for you, and you can perhaps imagine what this book is saying. The interesting thing about summarizing each paragraph into a sentence is that they don't connect as well as, say, paragraphs would. So I'm going to go ahead and just read out the sentences, and I think it'll help you more than me reading out the paragraphs. Here we go. My summaries of the first 20 chapters of Art and Experience by John Dewey. Art are products that possess qualities that are complex. Prestige, aesthetic theory, they pop out of the context from when and by whom this art product was created. Art is to life as a mountain is to earth. It is not a separate thing, but a heightened thing of the same material. Maybe we learn about art by learning about the conditions of life that create art. The Parthenon can be reflected on by looking at the human beings who made it and the population it served. What was the common thread? we look at pleasurable activities that are not considered art. Artistic engagement of people doing handiwork is often affected by the craft art marketplace for which is designed to go. Pedestals, like museums and galleries, make art a separate endeavor from day-to-day activities. This fine art takes art from community life, the stream of living. Rites and celebrations had lots of art. Art brought color, grace, and dignity, celebrating glory and strengthening pride. A theory was art is an act of reproduction or imitation. Compartmentalization of fine art came from historic reasons. Capitalism injected art with monetary value, status, cultural status of a certain kind. Growth of economic cosmopolitanism, objects for sale that serve as insignia of trust. Sorry, my handwriting isn't that great. And certificates of special culture. Forces of mass production create a counterforce in artists to be self-expressionistic. A chasm between ordinary and aesthetic experience. Theories disconnect art from other modes of experiencing. We can discover what is characteristically valuable in things of everyday enjoyment. Alright, that's all I have for right now. Just something to think about if you're having a hard time reading a book. Especially if it's above your pay grade. But even if it's just because it's been a while and it's hard to focus, I highly recommend this method. It's more like studying than it is pleasurably reading a book. But I think it will ultimately lead to a general pleasant satisfaction in reading comprehension. Because, it's interesting when you're reading about something that you think you know something about, and then you make assumptions about what the sentences mean, and then gloss over whole paragraphs, and then come back and don't really recognize what you're reading. That was what was happening to me. Anyways, I'll talk to you all later. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're finding a beautiful book to take apart. Ciao.